Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today we're talking about Cancer, the sign of Cancer in the third house. So we'll talk about that. Before we get into it, I'm Gebo the Shaman. Welcome back to the channel. And so before we get into this, I'd like to let you guys know that I'm having a massive sale for the year, for the holiday, for the, it's a year-end sale, and that includes all of my courses. So, the self-transformation challenge and the cosmic Qigong. So you can see kind of a little bit about what the transformation challenge is up here in the orange box. Let me grab a drink. So yeah, you can see what that's about in the orange box, and it's a powerful course that will allow you to it really helps you to open up your meridians and your energy body and unlock your energy body and all that good stuff. So it has some really powerful effects. And so it combines Kundalini Yoga, Qigong, and meditation. And so that's the self-transformation challenge. And then we have the cosmic Qigong, which is available down here. And you can get that for like the discount. The discounted rate is my courses are only $100 per course. So it's a really good deal, because otherwise they would be $250 per course. So what else could I say? Just that I have my my Vedic astrology readings are currently 30% off. That's probably going to end at the end of the year. So hop on that. That's a really good rate for Vedic astrology courses. It's cheaper than my courses. So yeah, you can check that out to learn more about my Vedic astrology readings and what I have to offer there. So okay, so then we'll talk about we'll get into the what are we talking about today? Gemini, I just did a Gemini series, so we're talking about Cancer. So Cancer in the third house. So in order to understand what this placement means, we need to understand what Cancer means and what the third house means. And we're basically putting them together. So Cancer, the sign of Cancer means it's like it corresponds to emotional nurturing and emotional support, emotional caring. So it really corresponds to the mother, to emotional support, emotional nourishment, and all that good stuff. So the job of a mother is pretty much to emotionally support and emotionally nurture her baby, right? So this is what the sign of Cancer is all about. So so basically we have a lot to do with emotions and things like that. And we have a lot to do with, support, like caring for others, someone with this placement could do well in hospice or, things like that. But yeah, so we see nurses, caretakers, mothers, all that good stuff from this position. That's what the sign of Cancer corresponds to. So then we have the third house, which is communication. It's all about communication. It's all about interpersonal communication, just short-term or short communications back and forth. I relate it to text messaging because Mercury is such a quick moving sign that it's just like here and there, back and forth. It's very quick. So yeah, it's quick communication. So so kind of like reality TV or or just like talking to somebody over the phone or a text message kind of. It's also related to the internet. It's very quick. So so what happens when we have Cancer in this placement? Well, basically what happens is we have a communicative person who communicates about their emotions. So now this could be either good or bad. So this could be really good where you're really open and honest and about your emotions and open and honest about the things that you really feel. And that can be a great thing, to be aware enough of your emotions to communicate them. That's a beautiful thing, to communicate them, in a constructive way. That's beautiful. But if you are, that doesn't mean that you are going to be aware of your emotions. You can communicate your emotions in a very aggressive and destructive way also. So, by yelling at people and going flying off the handle, just because you are aware of your emotions doesn't mean that you can process them and handle them in a constructive way. So that's something to look out for too, because it can go either way. So, but the ideal is that you would be constructive in your communication about your emotions. Someone with this placement could be a very good therapist, counselor, where they help their clients go talk about their emotions and talk through them and all that good stuff. So yeah, someone with this placement also, let's see, what else could I say about this? They would be a very good communicator, someone who could like express their emotions in an artful way. So like a musician, like a singer, a singer could definitely have this placement. Or if you have this placement, you could do well as a singer. Or someone who communicates their emotions through some kind of an artful way. Yeah. So, and the third house is all about, performance too, So, yeah, so as far as, let's see, so if you have Cancer in the third house, that would mean that you are a, Taurus ascendant, if I'm right. So Taurus ascendant. So I would recommend looking up my videos on Taurus ascendants and in order to kind of get a better grasp of your entire chart. So yeah. Another thing with this sign is that it's ruled by the moon and by Jupiter. So the moon and Jupiter rule this placement, and it's I think it's primarily the moon that controls it, but Jupiter has some play in there too. So, in order to kind of get a better grasp of what's going on in this house, like let's say if you had no planets in this house, in order to kind of get a better grasp of what might be going on here, you would look at the planetary ruler of that sign. So you would look at the moon, and you would look at Jupiter. So let's say if the moon is placed in Pisces, then that's another water sign. So you would be communicating about your emotions in a spiritual capacity. You know, you might or like you could be very intuitive, actually. You could be very psychic, you know. So that's something. Let's say if Jupiter is placed in Sagittarius. That's one that I'd like to go to all the time. So then you would be communicating about your emotions as it pertains to spirituality and religion and spirituality, religion, higher education, and travels. So yeah, you know, that could be you go on pilgrimages, and you go on foreign travels to different places and vlog about your experience, your emotions while you were there, things like that. So just a few examples. But yeah, moon or Cancer in the 3rd house is all about communicating about your emotions. And that, like I said, that can go bad or that can go good. And it's really up to you, you know. It's really up to you which way that goes. So I would really, you know, try to develop some awareness about your emotions. That way you can communicate them in a constructive way that helps other people and helps other people to understand you, rather than just flying off the handle and yelling at them, you know, because that's not good. So yeah, so I guess that's it for me, guys. Once again, check out my astrology readings at vincent.thunderwizard.com. You can check out my Patreon channel where I offer life coaching and things like that at Gebo the Shaman, or patreon.com/Gebo the Shaman. You can check out this massive sale that I'm having right here. It's a massive year-end sale. Use the code HOLIDAY to get 60% off of your energy work courses, or my energy work courses. So that's available at gebotheshaman.gumroad.com. So you can check that out. Okay, guys, as always, be sure to like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And we will see you next time. Peace.